Welcome to San Andreas, the diverse and unique setting of the incredibly popular Grand Theft Auto 5.
Man, dog, I'm glad you're here, man. It's all kinds of opportunities in Los Santos.
And, okay, look, I know this is the part of the video where I start explaining things and describing what this game is, but everyone knows what GTA 5 and GTA Online is. You know what it is, your parents know what it is, even the government knows what it is, so I'm not even going to bother going into a detailed explanation. But I'll explain the basics of what it is to anyone who somehow may be new to this whole world.
I got you, homie!
To be brief, GTA Online is a third-person open-world shooter where you are a criminal trying to work their way up the ladder to join the elite in the, quote, most violent state in the country. This can be done by completing jobs for all sorts of characters from both GTA 4 and GTA 5's campaigns, but this can also be achieved by robbing convenience stores, competing in time trials, treasure hunting, and by running both legitimate and illegitimate businesses. And that's pretty much it. Now, there is a ton more to do outside of what I just mentioned, yes, but when it comes to the core gameplay loop of GTA Online, if you want to get your bands up, you gotta get your hands dirty. But, you may be asking, where do I begin? Well, if you haven't bought the game yet, first things first, only get the edition with the Criminal Enterprise Pack if there is a sale. While it's true that it does come with a lot of useful things, it's not worth getting unless you are completely new to the game. On that note, please do not use the gun running bunker it gives you. The bunker is so far out of the way, it's just not worth setting up. Just save your money for one in a better location, ideally near the other businesses you're going to be acquiring. As for which businesses you should acquire, to be brief, all the motorcycle club businesses and CEO warehouses are not great. The bunker, auto shop, agency, and salvage yard are decent, and the acid lab, hangar, and nightclub are fantastic at making money, especially solo. Also, while I was making this, Rockstar released the bail office business, which appears to belong in the lower tier property next to the warehouses and MC businesses, so I just wouldn't even bother touching that one. But don't fret if you only have the motorcycle club businesses. They can still make decent cash, so definitely try to utilize them. Just don't rely on them too heavily, especially once you get some of the other businesses. Other than that, there is one thing that you need if you want to make good money consistently. Friends.
I'm running over my oppressor. Psych!
Alright. I didn't mean to pull that out. Whoops. Wrong thing, but I got the message across. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Unfortunately, GTA is not kind to solo players. The majority of content requires multiple people to complete, and the stuff that can be completed alone will either require expensive vehicles or a lot of time. So try to get some friends to join and help you with your endeavors.
You need a crew to take a score.
If you really can't get any friends to help you though, then there are plenty of guides for solo players that exist on the internet, and I'll even link some of my favorites in the description for you to check out after this video. But in all honesty, all of what I just said is secondary to the fact that this is one of the most fun games to play with your friends, especially if you're new. The amount of times I've gotten into laughing fits over the years from the stupid shit me and my friends do in this game is countless, both in and outside recordings. I think this is partly caused by the freedom the game gives you. You can play blackjack, ride a mediocre roller coaster poorly, compete in races, and just goof off with both friends and randoms. Not many games give you that level of freedom in a multiplayer setting, which is probably the reason why the game has endured for so long. With that said, I do think it's important to establish that this game is not flawless. For one, the economy of Los Santos is similar to that of the country of Venezuela, meaning that everything useful or cool is extremely expensive and getting money is difficult, especially as a new or solo player. It has gotten better over the years with businesses like the Acid Lab and new Heists having lower requirements and higher payouts, but it still takes a little bit of grinding to get all the money needed to get the things you really want. Not only that, but the majority of businesses in this game are just not worth the effort or the money needed to purchase them in the first place, making the money problem even more noticeable. Like I said, it has gotten better over the years, but it's still held back by mechanics designed around having other players to help and some good luck with the type of sell missions you get. I could go into more detail with the other issues I have with the game, such as the fact that half the map is boring, the cheating problem on the PC version of the game, the fact that the next gen update still hasn't come to PC, etc, etc, but I think I've made my point. Now, once you've made enough money from doing all the activities I've mentioned, you'll want to invest in a high-end apartment. They act like any other home in the game, however they come with one room that makes them better than all the other homes. The Heist Room. The Heist Room is where you access the first heist added to the game. The Felicia job, the Prison Break, the Humane Labs raid, Series of Funding, and the Pacific Standard job. These heists are not necessary for you to complete as a new player, however I recommend that you do them all the same. They have decent potential takes, which is how much you can make total before cuts are given, and they help give you an idea of how the other heists in the game will go, which makes them worth going through the effort. Not only that, but the heists have bonus rewards you can get for doing certain challenges, such as doing all of them in order, completing them with the same team, or even doing them all in first person. These challenges give bonuses ranging from $100k to $1 million, and if you complete the Criminal Mastermind challenge, you can get a bonus $10 million each. But that one's kinda hard, so I'd steer clear of that for now. Essentially, this means that if you do all the heists in order with the same group of friends, you can all make a bonus $2.1 million each at the end of the Pacific Standard job. It'll be tough, yes, but so very worth it in the end. There's also 5 other big heists in the game. There's the Doomsday Heist, which includes 3 acts that are each their own heist with a connected story. The Diamond Casino Heist, where you do your best George Clooney impression and rob the Diamond Casino in one of 3 different ways. And the Cayo Perico Heist, where you infiltrate the island of a powerful drug lord and rob him of his valuables and steal back damning documents he has on the Madrazo family. All of these heists specifically can be done with only 2 players, except for the Cayo Perico Heist, which can be done solo. However, they require expensive property and can take much longer to set up than the high-end apartment heist, so only start those once you have the cash. Also, I forgot to mention it, but the high-end apartments do require 4 players to complete the heist. So I would make sure that you have at least 3 other friends who will be able to stick with you the whole way through if you wish to attempt the challenge. And there we have it, a guide to GTA Online. Hopefully this will help you get started on your eventual goal of owning the streets of Los Santos while making sure you have ways of getting good money in the process. Thank you for watching, be sure to like and subscribe, and tune in next time for when I remind you that you forget 1,000 things every day. Make sure this video isn't one of them. See you next time.
Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup.